What's up, guys? BriarRabbit here. Today I'm playing a little team deathmatch on Hijacked. I have a couple of guns here that I'm gonna explain a little later what's going on in this gameplay. But what this video I really want to be about is the kind of my thoughts on the patch update and weapon balancing in general. So what you'll see is in this gameplay, I'm playing with the LMG at the beginning of the gameplay, and then I switch to a PDW by the end of the gameplay. Why I do this is because I'm actually looking to get the Cherry Blossom and Art of War camo. So I'm playing with no perks, no attachments on this LMG, which makes it kind of difficult to play with because you're slow, lumbering. You basically, or I think I have to camp because I don't know how to play with an LMG any other way. It is just this like slow, lumbering, awesome gun, but your character is just so slow. It makes it very hard to compete. So you'll see that once I attain that Cherry Blossom camo and in the Art of War camo, I actually switch over to the PDW, and the gameplay completely changes, right? It just is a 180, and the reason for that is that PDW and the submachine guns in general are really completely overpowered. You can basically play in any fashion you wish with the submachine guns. So everybody knows about the patch, right? I'll put a link in the description for patch notes if you don't already know what the patch has in it. So it's actually a huge patch. There's a ton of stuff in there. One of the big things is that they reduce the amount of range a submachine gun has when you equip a suppressor to it. So I don't think that makes a whole lot of difference, right? It's like, I don't know, submachine guns are super powerful in this game. They shoot like laser beams at range. They have a ton of damage. They fire super fast. Maybe it takes 6 shots to kill at range, but they're so accurate. It's so easy to get those hits in. Whereas something like an LMG, it's great at range. It's terrible up close. It's absolutely awful, right? Because your hipfire spread is like the entire screen. Submachine guns, I don't know of a weakness that they have. I really don't. Maybe with this patch and taking the range out with the suppressor, most people do run submachine guns with the suppressor because, well, my whole goal is when I'm running a submachine gun is to get into the enemy spawn, get behind the enemies, and be shooting them from behind, right? I don't want fair gunfights. That's the last thing I want. What I want to do is be shooting people from the side or from behind. Whereas if you have a unsuppressed gun, you can do that once, and then the whole team is going to be alerted to your location. It's going to be much harder to, keep that going. So I don't know. I guess it helps a little bit taking that range off with the suppressor, but really what I think the submachine guns need is they need more recoil at range, right? More recoil when you're aiming down the sight. So yeah, up close, they're still deadly, but aiming down the sight, you shouldn't be able to laser beam kill somebody across the map. It doesn't make sense for a submachine gun because a submachine gun is a light weapon, right? It weighs very little, but it shoots really fast. So yes, it should have recoil on it. Hip firing, I don't know that I have a problem with the hip fire, right? I feel like that's what that gun is for. It should be, running around, hip firing like crazy. Maybe if the recoil was a little more, so you missed a little bit more with the recoil. I don't know, though. I think the hip fire is okay. They did increase it, though. Or, I'm sorry, they didn't increase it. They decreased it for the assault rifle. So we'll see how that goes. So I don't know. We'll see if that makes a difference. I don't think it will. I still think the submachine guns are going to be absolutely the most powerful thing in this game. As you can see here, I've switched to the submachine gun, and my gameplay absolutely goes nuts, right? I start getting kill streaks. I start getting multi-kills. It's a whole different story. As with the light machine gun, I had to be very static. I couldn't move around. If I did move around, the ADS time was too slow. They actually reduced the ADS time on the LMGs in this patch. I couldn't tell the difference. I mean, it's still slow as hell to get that thing up to your face. It takes forever. It makes that gun is completely useless up close. It really is. That's the MK48. Now I've heard some of the other light machine guns are a little better up close, and that may be the case. I've really only played with the MK48 at length. I just got it gold actually during this weekend. You know, it's a double XP weekend, and double XP weekends are great. You know, I try and play as much as I can because, you know, you try and level up your character, you try and level up some guns. It's a fun time to be there. There's a lot of people online because a lot of people want to, you know, be leveling up their characters. It's just a fun time to be online. It's a fun thing to do, right? I wish they would actually do more double XP weekends because it just increases the amount of people that are online for that weekend. And to me, that's a lot of fun. And there's no football this weekend, so that's also a... Look at this, knife fail. Both of us ran out of ammo at the same time. We're trying to knife each other. We can't do it. That guy runs through twice. We can't. So finally it's just like, who can reload faster? And I just happened to win that battle through no skill of my own. That was terrible, but it was kind of funny, so I posted on YouTube. So yeah, back to the submachine guns. You know, another conversation I'm really sick of hearing, right, is that, you know, sniper rifles are overpowered, shotguns are OP, and then you watch the guy who's making the video and talking about how shotguns are OP and sniper rifles OP, and he's running around with a PDW or an MSMC in every gameplay. Don't tell me that shotguns are overpowered when you're running around with SMGs every game. You know that they're the best gun in the game. Everybody knows that. They're completely the best. Oh, okay, so that's the end of the video. I guess I better move on. Just so you know, on the left-hand side, if you click the video, you'll be brought to a video of the Razer Sabertooth review. I really like this controller. I think you should check out the video if you're thinking about buying it. And on the right, my score streak combos. I just wanted to kind of discuss what score streaks work well together, which ones don't, and how to effectively use them. Thanks, guys. Bye.